Hi again. In this video, I will be taking you through the steps to calculate the BC ratio. It depends on what techniques that we'll be using, and we will be taking an example. And of course, we were going to use Excel to apply this technique. To conduct a BC ratio analysis, all cost benefits, this benefit estimated should be converted to money value in the same period. So we need it to be present worth, annual worth, or future worth. So for example, if you have the present worth, then the BC would be the present worth of benefits divided by the present worth of cost. Same thing for annual worth. We will use the BC to be annual worth of benefits divided by the annual worth of cost. And the same thing for the future worth. We divide the benefit over the cost, but make sure that you have a future format. The most common one is the present worth or the annual worth. These are the most preferred methods, and you will see in the examples it would be easier for you to convert it into the annual worth. All values should be positive in the BC analysis, including the cost. So make sure that the cost should be positive because it is labeled as a cost, and we know all the cost transaction are negative transaction. But for this analysis, we don't want to do the we don't want to be to have the negative sign as long as we call it a cost. If a salvage value is estimated for a project, it should be subtracted from the cost in the denominator because it is considered as additional revenue for the government. Now, the decision for making if the project is economically justified or not, we look at the result of the BC ratio. If it's equal or more than one, then the project is economically justified and it should be selected. However, if it's less than one, the project is not economically acceptable. All right. Now there's something called the modified BC ratio. In the modified BC ratio, whenever we have the maintenance and operational cost, if we have this benefit, what we do, we subtract them from the benefit. So the modified BC ratio would include the maintenance and operational cost in the numerator and treat it as a disbenefit, and then we divide it by the cost. This is what we call it, the modified BC ratio. So whenever we have a disbenefit, we subtract it from the benefit, and then we divide it by the cost. If we have the maintenance and operational cost, and the question is asking you to do the modified BC ratio, then you have to subtract it from the benefit. All right, let's take a look into this example number 2. A public project is considered to be built next year in Bemidji, Minnesota. The estimated values for the project are summarized below. $25,750,000, that's for the annual cost, and we have benefit per year, $2 million. This benefit per year, $320. Interest rate is 3%, and lifetime 30 years. Let's go ahead and switch to Excel. I'm going to switch to Excel to show you how we could do this example. All right, here's the information from example 2. Initial cost, annual cost per year, annual benefit per year, annual disbenefit. As you see, we have a 3 out of 4 numbers in the A format. So the best way to handle this is to convert this into the annual format. So what we need to do, we need to use the PMT function, of course, to convert it into the annual format. PMT, and we use the 3%, 30 years, and the 25 million. And we found that 25 million is equivalent to 1.275 million per year. And now let's go ahead and apply the benefit, the BC ratio, which is the annual worth of benefit minus the annual worth of this benefit divided by the annual cost, the annual worth of cost. So the annual, start with the first one, the benefit minus the disbenefit. We have the benefit right there, and the disbenefit is right there. So the benefit is 2 million minus 320,000 to get 1.68 million. And now for the cost, we have to add the initial cost plus the yearly cost. The initial cost the initial cost right here, we calculated plus the annual cost. Now somebody will say, why you did not do the modified? Because the question did not ask you for doing the modified. We're doing just the BC ratio, and in the BC ratio we have to consider only the benefit minus the disbenefit, and the cost, we should add these costs together to find what would be the total cost. In this case, we have the BC ratio to be 0.83, and therefore the project is not economically justified. All right, I hope this is helpful. Now we're going to move to another topic, and that would be if we have more than one alternative. And again, we're going to use another video for this one. So I'll see you in another video to discuss the BC ratio for more than one